Hello everybody, we are here for our brand new challenge, shiny hunting every single dark type Pokemon in the month of March. We will be playing across 3 different games, which will be Legends Arceus, as you can see today, Sword, and we will be playing both Violet and a day on Scarlet if things go well. I've broken down which ones we can catch in each game, and I thought we would start on this game because, well, it's probably one of my favourites to casually play. It's where the first challenge came in, so what better way to start this challenge than to return to the one we know well. In Legends Arceus there is a grand total of 13 potential shinies. Sorry, I have all the information on my other screen here. And they will be Quillfish and Overquill, Murkrow, Hunchcrow, Stunky Stuntank, Spiritomb, Sneasel and Weavile, Samurott, and Umbreon, and my bonus one I've put in is the Gyarados. I may have missed one, maybe Drapion, I can't remember. So to start out, we are not going to be looking for Sneasel or Weavile in this game. I've had a shiny from the distortions before, but that's the only one I've ever had. I am not going to spend too much time in the Obsidian Fieldlands. I've added Gyarados because its Mega has a dark form, so I thought it would be quite just something good to add. And while I have 2 totals on the screen, 82 is the total of dark type Pokemon, I can only get 71 of them. There are a lot of shiny locked ones, which I include the 4 Pokemon Ruins from Scarlet and Violet. Then you've got Urshifu, Zarude, and Hooper Unbound I cannot get, and Galarian Moltres. 100%, those 8 are all gone. I can't get Darkrai because I don't have access to the Darkrai in BDSP, so that's not going to happen. And the strange 2 that I can't get is the Alolan Rattata and Raticake. So that's where we're going to be. Hello Kim, welcome into the beginning of the new challenge. We are going to be going to 2 main locations. My 2 most important goals on this challenge is Spiritomb and Drapion, which most annoyingly are in 2 different maps. So we're going to just focus on these 2 maps at night. That's the key thing. They're all going to be at night because that's when Murkrow appears more. This was a good map because we got the Murkrow, Skorupi, Quillfish. They're all 3 that we really need. The other one we'll be attacking will be the Crimson Mylands because it has Stunky and potential Spiritomb outbreaks. We will head to the Icelands when it comes to Oshawa outbreaks. They're the ones we want, and we'll just go to wherever Eevee spawns when Eevee spawns if we get an outbreak. So I've just got to double check some of the sound effects. This may be loud, so if it's a bit loud let me know and we will trim it down a bit. I can already feel it's very loud. Let's check, where are my game settings? It's been a while since we played this. Yeah, so the sound effects. I want to keep sound effects up because I think that's how I hear the shiny noise. But we'll see. It's because the last couple of games we've played have been quite quiet. So there's been that. So there's going to be a lot of just running around the map and hoping we see something spawn. And there is Kim tricking me with the shiny noise already. I didn't think I was quite in a place where there would be shinies. And that's why we have the shiny alert, Kim, so you can trick me into thinking I've got a shiny. But it will only work in this game. Your challenge will be to get one when I've actually got a shiny on the screen. So this is the one that's going to be our main check spawn, is these here. On this map, we know Murkrow can spawn in a couple of places. So we'll probably start down here. Okay. Maybe I'll put a cooldown timer on it so you can't spam it. Okay, so we know there's nothing here. So this is where we started our challenge in this game, so I thought it would be our challenges, not just this one. I thought it would be a good place to return to for the latest one. Because we did have a lot of fun with the first challenge, our 31 hours of shiny hunting in this game, so why not bring it back? Probably should have reset the time to night, but I need to just see how long it takes night to happen in this game. Because I think there's only like one other spot Murkrow can spawn. And that is going to be on this island over here. But the sad thing is Murkrow only spawns during the day, during the night. And the quillfish, I believe, spawn during the day. So this map is one we will have to probably do at different times of the day. Yeah, but it doesn't matter so much for the Drapion. Okay, so now we're in daytime, so that's fine. So we'll go check the quillfish, which can spawn all over this water area. We may even get lucky and get a Magikarp, you never know. In all my time playing this game, I think I've only ever had one quillfish. So, it would be kind of ironic if I start the game with my first shiny being the Magikarp. And as always, we do have a shiny giveaway box. If you can earn enough channel points, each game has one, so they're not the most exciting Pokemon because there's a more limited amount in this game. But it's there if people want to try and claim something fun, really. What better way to give back to the people that support me than let them have some of the spare shinies we get on all these challenges. The key thing to remember will be that most of this is going to be targeting certain Pokemon rather than just circling the map. I do need to double check where quillfish spawn in this map especially. Which I think this is the other main area, so that's fine. I just want to check this way a little bit, and then we can be good to go. Now on the other quite little side thing, I'm expecting a parcel today, so I may have to quickly jump off and go and grab that. As I said, our main target is to play through the free games. I said I want to do Scarlet only once because I don't have the shiny charm. I don't want to work towards the shiny charm or anything. But there are some version exclusives. When we do Violet, we will do 1 box of eggs per run. I've made more than likely 1 at the beginning, 1 at the end maybe. But I've got enough for, I think I have 6 to 8 boxes of Sprigatito and the same for a Alolan Meowth. Because that's the only way I'm going to get those two. Where is Munchlax? Eat, you little Munchlax, and give me Any of the Oshawott line, please. Anything will do. I have a Duwott, but I would like... Oh, look at this one Oshawott. Anything else interesting there for me? Not really. Magby... Oh, actually, there's a Duwott as well. We'll start here. So this could work out for us. I'm not going to worry about anything other than the things I need at the moment. So if I see like trees, I'm not bothering, even though I need them all for the living decks in this game. Also, my sort of rule is I will always do the berries after I've done the things I need, just so I can top them up. I know I've got quite a lot from doing other challenges. There is an Alpha Oshawott. That's actually quite good for my challenge too. And what we'll remember is I'm really bad at throwing the Pokeballs in this game. Hello Shirio, how are you today? We are starting our brand new monthly challenge for March. And showing off how bad we are at throwing Pokeballs. Okay, we got an angry Oshawott now. Fine, you can have that. And then you can have that. I am good. I'm excited to start this new challenge, really. We haven't really done much on this game in a while. And this is why, because I don't like dodging. So what we found out was that Pokemon Day was relatively disappointing this year. We don't get the new game until late this year minimum. You know, I don't need to worry about these, there's no more going to spawn. So, it's a little bit disappointing. Have you managed to sort out the Wi-Fi properly now, Cheerio? I know you've missed a few of the playing streams recently. I don't like doing do-what, so I'm going to be honest. That's because when they pop out, they're all aggro. And I don't like the aggro Pokemon. They annoy me. Especially the ones that run. Run aggro. Yeah, you hit the tree there. What are you going to do this time? I know, you got another friend there. I'm getting better. I'm definitely getting better at surviving in this game. No, maybe don't throw a berry at it. Just after I say I'm doing better. Calm down, son. Calm down. We don't need any more of this hassle. Well, hopefully it'll get sorted soon, and we can see you back in some of the games. Okay, so as we see, we got nothing of those two, which is kind of where I expect most of this to go. We're going to go to the Magby in hopes of getting some more berries, which can then help continue our adventure a bit more. As I said, I've got quite a lot. I've been slowly building them up while doing other challenges. And knowing my luck, I'll get the shiny in the one we don't really need. Oh no, an Alpha one. We didn't want the Alpha one. Oh no, that's not good. Let's run away. Let's try and catch this one while it's staring at me. You want some magma? One second, I think this may be a parcel, so... Okay, I was just hearing things again, because of course it's me hearing things. It's a bit frustrating when I've got to hope that I don't hear a parcel. And also, shiny hunt. Mainly because of the noise. We know that we like the noise in this game, because it makes shiny hunting a little bit easier. Okay, come on Magmar. We know that you just want to... Okay, okay. Calm down. No, don't go for that one. We want the little ones. I think that kind of covers me. Oh, well, that one somehow didn't see me, even though it was a big alpha one. Okay, so that's that done. As we said, we're not going to be shiny hunting anything that we don't need. We are literally just going to do the ones that are potential slash berries. Because we're going to be doing a lot more in the future. My current plan is to do a different one each month. And because we know that ZA is quite late coming out now, it gives me a chance to do a few different types. I'm thinking of trying to ban myself from the types I can't get done. So that would take out the fire, water, grass core, which is a little bit frustrating, because I really wanted to do all of them. But if I can't get the elemental monkeys yet, they'll be good to do this challenge later when ZA is out, and hopefully they're in it, and there's some way of shiny hunting them. That's the key reason for that. Otherwise we're also going to skip normal type because of that too. So that still leaves me like another, what, 13 types to play with. Ooh, we have Togepi. Onyx is the berry. If I get the Onyx to be the shiny one, I'm not going to be happy. I spent months, well it's not months, I spent about 3 weeks trying to get a shiny Onyx, and I got 2 of the shiny Alpha Steelix that spawns. That included doing countless outbreaks, just constantly going back and forth. Now we'll fly over first. Okay. Can you please land? Okay. You're late. You're slow. Nope. Oh god. Not the best at the water encounters. We know the water ones are probably the worst. And I want to know where all my smoke bombs have gone. And I'm running low on smoke bombs, but I'm sure we've got some money saved up somewhere in this game. That was it. That's... Oh, come off it. I hit that thing. Where's the little bugger gone? There we go. Oh, I hate quillfish. Why did I pick dark? Why did I pick the dark type ones? Oh, we got one at last. And one escaped. Of course one escaped. As long as they come to me, we'll be alright. I know what the shiny looks like for this, so I'm quite happy. Oh, an overquill. That might cause me problems. Nope, bop. Did that just like explode on itself? Okay. The water encounters are by far the worst. I hit that with my bob thingy. There we go, we got it, we bopped it. Oh no, it escaped. Don't you dare try and kill me, sir. You're not that type of Pokemon. I'm only doing this just in case there's a second outbreak. Okay, well, we'll leave this one for now. We'll come back. We're going to just go and do the Onyx for the berries. And hope that there is not a shiny one, or we will throw it out the window. We do have a couple of other places we can still search, but the main reason we do this is just for berry replenishment. Berries are kind of key for this game. If you don't have them, you're going to struggle with the mass outbreaks. The one thing is, Onyx is pretty tame to deal with. Like, they're usually pretty easy to catch. And they only use like Rock Throw, which is easy to dodge. Fine, Take easy to dodge. And as you can see, like, by the time you get to one, we've got the technique down and we've reblended the berries. Right, we're going to go round the coast, then look here. And that might be it, to be honest, because this is where we can get the Skorupi, which would be a great first shiny to get. Even though Drapion's a bit pants of a shiny, the Skorupi is really nice. I have had one Skorupi in the past. This is why we do the challenges, because it also refills the shinies for the shiny giveaways if people want them. People don't want them, that's fine. Like, at the end of the day, they're just shinies. So I'm not going to do much with them, so that's why I'm quite happy to give them away to people. Especially, I don't need, like, I mentioned that I was fishing in the past for clam pearls and remorades, and we got countless, and I mean countless amounts. Actually, there is Magikarp in the corner. We did say the irony of Magikarp being the first shiny would be quite funny. Thank you, Cheerio. It means a lot. I'm hoping these hunts are quite fun to watch, to be honest. I always say that I kind of struggle to remain focused if I'm just quote-unquote shiny hunting without a target in mind. Which is why I try to make it so it feels like you're watching a challenge unfold. It's kind of the long-term plan for it. As we said, we're going to do quite a lot. I know we had a couple of weeks where we were doing like Let's Plays with Brilliant Dark, no, it was Shining Pearl we were playing, and then we had a go at Snap, which was fine, but I didn't really enjoy it that much. Not really sure why I thought I would. Like, I was trying to do like completing the challenges on it really, but I got a little bit tired of how small the maps were. So, we have found. Can you land, please? At least these don't do too much. Oh, why are you throwing it that way, sir? And you, why are you? Okay, so they've all gone. That's okay. I think it may be night time now. Check these quillfish. Usually a few over here, isn't there? Yep. And nope, nothing good for us. The storm's over. It is night time. So that means we can have our quick once around checking the macros. Okay, so it isn't night time. Or they only spawn sometimes? It's probably easier just to go here and jump down. As I said, like, this is a very difficult like challenge to get everything you want set up. I think, right? If you want to do long streams, I feel this would be very, very easy. But I'm still working my way up to the longer streams. So this could be the longest set of streams we do. We're still deciding how we want to actually run these. That might be the parcel I was on about. 1 second again. I hate having to do this so much. Okay, so it wasn't the delivery. I don't want to keep doing this. I'm hoping it will either turn up quickly or they'll be louder and I can hear them. But anyway, let's get back to crow hunting. Maybe get lucky with, very lucky with an EV. I haven't ever had a shiny EV on this game. It's like the game's got slightly bugged and still thinks it's daytime, I think. No, there are nighttime spawns here. Well, we're only looking at the macro, so we can still go to the end and jump off. I need to check whether macro actually spawns up here, to be honest. Or whether it's more the bug. Oh, there is macro, so... Are they on like an encounter table with a few others, or is it other things? Like, I do say the most important ones, as I said, are Drapion and Spiritoon. They're the two most difficult that I've got to get in this game. I think it's the only way I'm going to get Spiritoon 100%. I can technically soft reset for one in Scarlet and Violet, but it's very difficult to do. And when I say very difficult, it's insane what you've got to do. So I'd rather just get it in here. Like, the funny thing is, I got one the day that patch got released, and I haven't had another one since. So there's that we have to deal with. I got 26 Pokemon. Wow, I don't even realise I'm catching this many at some time. I'm also going to be quite strict at checking the boxes because, well, I don't want them full up. The most important thing for today is to make sure that total says 1, a minimum of 1. If it doesn't say 1, I will feel a little bit disappointed, to say the least. As I said, I got to, they're the shiny giveaway ones, which we can go through if people get that far. We are also building a shiny living dex in this game, but I don't know the totals. As well as a shiny alpha living dex, which is a long way from being close to being done. I've done, well, I think I've got 5. Yeah, I'm not really one of those people that does the shiny alpha runs. The alpha, like, there's a certain route you can do on each map to get the most chance of getting them, and I'm not the sort of person that does them. I don't enjoy that. Which was why it drove me crazy when I kept getting the Steelixes, because I was trying for Onyx only, and the quickest run was going to the Cornet Highlands and just one right next to the camp. You get 2 Onyxes and a Steelix. So that was kind of the plan there. Do we have any smoke bombs? I know, yeah, I do. We've got plenty. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to take the ball. We have plenty of... What's this one? That's Jack Balls. That's Wing Balls because I made the wrong ones. We also just take that one. Okay, as we can see, we've got plenty of items. Items are not a problem. Money is never going to be a problem in this game, ever. Basculin. I don't think there's anything. What can spawn in the Obsidian Fieldlands that could be helpful for me? I don't actually think there is any, so we're going to just do another route of this. We'll start by putting it to night time so we can get the Murkrows done. We don't need to worry about the Basculin. Or do we just risk it that this is like... I wish I could understand how the weather works and the times work in this game, but I might as well do the outside run, check the Murkrows and Skorupies, and hopefully it will be daytime by the time we finish. I feel like more spawn like if I do this route. I think what we're going to be doing is learning the best routes for this as we go. What would also be nice is to get just one shiny today, even if it's not one for this challenge, just a shiny in general. I don't know if we'll get that lucky. We can be hopeful, I guess. There's Eevees. We know Eevees spawn here, which is good to know. I know that a couple do, so it's not completely new news to me. But we have Skorupies and Drapion. What if we got one as the alpha? That would be pretty fantastic too. So what I'm thinking is we will go up here, jump off to the right because we know we're running later on daytime or nighttime, and then hopefully we could hit daytime once we do the last little bit of the circle. The only bit we're going to maybe miss is where those auxiliaries are, but the last couple of times they haven't actually spawned. Well, they spawned as auxiliary. But I know there's more Murkrow down here than there is over there, so for me it's slightly better. I think after a few times doing this we will pick the best route, we'll learn the best routes, and we'll be prepared for the best routes. As I said, I'm mainly targeting this for the Skorupi. And if we get that, then this map becomes a little less needed. So, as we can see, that was a no for that. So now we can head out to what I think is Quillfish out here. I need to see whether they spawn at night still, or whether it's everything's just Driftblooms, which will be a bit annoying. I think they are all pretty much Driftbloom, aren't they? Which is a little bit annoying. Night Remoraid's do spawn at night too. Around the other side I think they'll definitely spawn because there's an alpha. But if I think, I'm double checking these islands for Murkrow too. But if I'm going back to what the big challenge is going to be, like, I've broken down like which games will be best for everything, and while Scarlet and Violet is going to be very heavily needed, and there's quite a lot in Sword and Shield. One that I have personally been going for a long time is the Nickit line. I really want to get one of them. I do like the Galarian Zigzagoon too. It's one of my favourite regionals, if not my favourite. And it is interesting that a lot of my favourite regionals are actually dark variants. Because I also love the Grimer and Mux. I will point out I don't really mind if I catch all of the Pokemon before they evolve. And then we can just evolve them. That's not going to be a problem for this challenge. But the only other ones that will be a little bit harder that I feel could be obtained by me are the DAs. Now, of all of my research on the dark type, it seems like there's only two to worry about in DAs, which are Yveltal and Guzzlord. So that's interesting to know. Who's chasing me still? Okay. But the problem is my shiny save on Sword, I don't have access to the Ultra Beasts. So that takes Guzzlord off the list for a while. I don't know how easy it is to find Yveltal either. So I might need to find a couple of people to help me unlock them. But then we might do some Dynamax Adventure Days, where people can just come along and enjoy them. But as you can see, sometimes we won't catch anything on the routes, which is fine. Spiritomb is only going to be available in the massive mass outbreaks, which is why I'm targeting this one first. We will do the sensible thing this time and sleep until night time, with the hope that this could unlock something else. Anyway, alright, I have to just check a couple of messages, because I may have been going to see some football today. But I decided I wanted to start my challenge today. This was the point of it. I've had a couple of days off long term or longer streaming where we took, well, we always have Fridays off anyway. But because we were doing the end of Snap, we had a couple of days off, all of them really. Snap was quite a quick finish because I was actually right near the end when I saved the day before and didn't realise. That was my bad. They tended to get shorter and shorter, those streams, to be honest. It was a lot harder to enjoy that game than I thought I would find myself. I'll be honest, I think I bit off more than I could chew. But that's fine, that's why we tried different games, but for shorter spells. Like, I think if I had got the game when it was due to be delivered, I would have been a little bit more invested in it. Because it got delayed and I had to fill some time with the BDSP run to try and get the shiny mana fee, I didn't really get to enjoy the game. I've done a little bit more offline to try and get some more diamond ratings, but at the end of the day, it's a fine and simple game where I think I could probably spend a lot more time on it, but you need to concentrate way too much on it. It wasn't for me. And when I say concentrate too much, it's more about triggering events to happen, and if you miss them, you've got to do the whole map again, and it got a bit... I didn't really enjoy it. Right. Geronimos. So let's see, what do people think we will get? Will we hit the grand total of 70-ish? Are we looking at more of a... 25, do you reckon? I don't really know where I think we'll land, to be honest. As I'd hope that we finish a lot higher. But again, if we don't, we don't. I think once we hit Scarlet and Violet, we'll rack up the numbers, which will be tomorrow. I'm probably just going to do Violet tomorrow, just because it's a bit quicker to get some, so I can make the total look nicer. The idea is PLA, Haldea, Galar, PLA, and sort of like that rotation. I may even do some evening sessions, but the evening ones I'm going to pretty much guarantee will be Sword and Shield, because we know the encounter table is very frustrating on that. I know from my own experience of spending all my time hunting for a shiny Wishma, and I did something like 2,000 encounters and I've only got one. So yeah, that's a thing that happened, and I don't want to do that again. No way. So I'm hoping for some better odds. There's a Nickit, Zigzagoon, what's the other? Purloin. They're the main three I think we've got to go for all the lines. Absol, also only in that game for me. I'm trying to remember what else is in there without having to dive into my stats board. Again, it could be used as a bit of a backup for Drapion if I didn't want to spend too much time in this game. So there's that too. What else is in that game? I know there's another one. I really do, but I can't remember what it was. I know it's difficult because a couple of them are like a couple of Evo lines. Like for example, Impident I can get in Scarlet and Violet, so I'm not as worried. But just thinking that there's at least 4 lines I've got to target is kind of scary. When we know just how difficult that game can be when it wants to be. Let's get the stats board up and see what my Scarlet and Violet ones are. No, my Sword and Shield even. Yeah, we know what we need here, so I can just change that back. I only want the S's, please. So it is the Zigzagoon line. Carnivine's also only in there. Of course it is. Purloin. The rest, Pangoro, it's only in there. That's the other one. So it's not actually terrible. The list says there's a lot, but that's only because of how we've set the list up, to be honest. Hello, how are you? Thank you for the luck. I'm hoping we can get some good luck. We've only been going in this game for about 50 odd minutes now, and so far we haven't even found a normal shiny. Granted, I'm not scouting the whole maps. My main targets on this map is Spiritomb and Drapion. And Oshawott, actually. I keep forgetting Oshawott. Mainly because of how horrible it is to hunt. And that's not what we wanted. We have a Murkrow, I guess. A completely blank board. Ooh. It is still night time, so we'll go and check the Stunkies. Actually, no, we'll go there first. Actually, there's Scroopy there as well. How did I miss the Scroopies? Because the picture looks so bad. Where am I going? Over here first. I feel like this might be quite a fun challenge to do. So I decided to jump in head first and try my luck at it. And upset all of the Murkrows at once. How many did we actually upset? Or are they going to go quiet? I think it's only these front two that are a bit upset with me. I think the rest are fine. They're just gonna... Oh no, this one looks angry too. Nope. No, it is now. And what else is here? Is that just a Murkrow? I don't mind angry Murkrows. A Hunter-Crow is scary, because it will hurt. Okay, so that one is scared. Okay, and that one doesn't like me either. I don't like the ones that do that. They curve round at you. So, where did they go? I completely lost where I was. When you lose your bearings in the sky. So from what I said was it was quite a terrible one. It's actually not actually as bad as I had thought. Okay, so you're the only one left, so I'm not too worried about running straight at you. I'm just going to tick the Scroopies so I know where I'm going next. Okay, Scroopy baby, let's get you shiny. And that's one more horrible challenge, one done. Where are they all? Oh, the big Drapion in the middle there. How have you already seen me? How did I pick up the Drapion there? No, I'm just going to stick to these because they don't care. You want to play? There you go. And get in that ball. Okay, I don't know why none of them are hitting. They're quite clearly going straight at them. What is going on? Actually, we have to be a bit more careful because this is one we need to catch them all so we can get the new spawn. I think this was a star one. Let's be calmer. Do we get our first shiny? Not yet. Not terrible that it's just Drapion next. Okay. That looks like it's all the Drapions, and there's also no berries, so we're going to actually probably run so I can see where I'm going. Because we know that there is a Murkrow set of spawns up here, which might be good for us. And after this we will head back down. Oh no, this is daytime, is it? This is how bad it is to see in the day. Okay, we'll go and look at the Stunkies first. You know, we can actually just make it like Stunky turns up whatever the weather. As we said, we're not too worried about a lot of what we see on this map. So we want to just have a quick tour of this area. I have had a Stunky before here. Took me a while to realise it was shiny. And obviously there is a big giant alpha in the middle. But not today because it's in an outbreak for Sudowoodo. Great. Yeah, we're going to go and check this top. We know it will fly. We're going to fly up to here. It'll be easier to head downwards from here. What's here? Just crickets. No, Zubats. Of course it's Zubats. So we know like here's where we're going to get the Murkrows and Hunchcrow. It's fine, like we know what's going to happen. They're all going to get angry at me because I'm trying to catch them. We also know this little area can have a few things, but hopefully not Paris, because we don't want Paris. And maybe up here, no, because it's Tanglers. This side, Murkrows, or nope. And I'm pretty sure it's mainly ghosts that spawn around there, so we will head back. There is nothing else we need, sadly. The thing I will be most disappointed with is if I only get no shinies on the first day. I had the same problem with the 31 days of shiny hunting. We didn't get anything on the first day. Maybe, yeah, because it was Sudowoodo that we got first. So that is what a shiny Scorpio looks like as well. Just so we know, because that is one we've caught and we like as part of our team. That wasn't even part of the 31 challenge, to be honest. It was just generally something we caught on a bit of a walk around, to be honest. We don't need to worry about clearing it after the one. It's Stunky. Can Stunky appear here? It probably can. But is it only Stunky? And it's not. The tornness between where we go on these hunts is really going to get to me, isn't it? we will do our same routine. We'll put it to night, then we'll do the coasts, and then we'll look into the oceans. So the problem is I'm going a bit too fast around, and when you go too fast you miss things. So if I was doing ghosts this would be a lot easier because I'm bound to get a drift blim eventually. All I ever get is drift blims. They are my nightmare fuel in this game. I hate them, and I hate them. I'm just gonna check a bit more around here, like there is only bugs along there, isn't it? That's a bit annoying. What goes a macro there? And nothing much down there. Mostly ghosts there. I'm just gonna check this side. Is there anything spawn here at night that's worth checking? We do have the hunch crow that flies. That would be a ridiculous shiny to get. Yeah. But we're never going to get that lucky, let's be honest. So the one thing when you're targeting stuff, you're going to have a few more dry runs and dry sessions. I am still shocked that we haven't had just a natural shiny, if I'm honest. Usually they do appear a lot for me in this game. The things I don't want. I'm going to do something a bit slightly different way this time. We're going to actually go up and down this path rather than jump off the edge. Because like, it's not going to make too much difference, but I think we didn't get the water spawns that we needed or would like without doing it this way. I know it's a bit of backtracking, or we could just do some climbing. Like, dun, 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 dun. Right, I actually prefer making sure I always have the weird ear ready to go. I know it's a strange one, and many people don't like the weird ear. But I like to be able to run when I hit the ground. So now the idea is to do the basic jump to not our death, of course, and go and check this circular island, and then we'll go into the water. That's kind of my map route I'm planning for going forward. But as we said, we're going to go into Scarlet and Violet tomorrow, and I think when we're in that game we'll get better odds. Of course, sandwiches are a thing that we are using, so we can pad our numbers up a bit if we have a bad session here. Which we know we're going to have, like, as I said, when you target something, it decides that it doesn't want to show up, and that's going to be the thing. And the problem is the target ones I'm after are quite broad, so it's not like I'm after one or two. So I'm not just spending all the time zipping to the main location for Pokemon A or B. We are kind of all over the place. Please say we can get our quillfish to spawn now. Oh, there we are. There's quillfish. I'm going to just mark this. So I know what I'm going. But I don't know why, because it's not much help. Because the markers, you don't see. I will say the one thing I really wish added to this game was you had a mini-map somewhere on the screen. Like you do in Scarlet and Violet, you have the mini-map. I would love it if they had put that in this game. It already looks like it's being added to ZA, so that's a good thing. But that would have helped a lot, especially when you target certain areas. Just gives you that little bump reminder that you need to go and search place A and B. It's kind of important. Well, that's how I feel about it anyway. And the main reason I'm choosing to do it this way is because I said before, I got a tiny bit burnt out only playing one game for too long. So this should open the door to many other games. There was one other quillfish area I didn't check. That Remoraid, I hate you so much. The amount of times I've had that one shiny. There's also one right over here. So otherwise this island is very strange and completely pointless, I find. It has one like Alpha Chansey that doesn't do anything. The other little area is just around this sort of bay. I should double check this on the way round first time. When it comes to that Pokemon Champions, I'm quite interested to see how that's going to work. I've been doing a bit of showdown here and there anyway, so I would like to see how they want to put in the battles into another game. Like, will you be able to do fully edited stuff, etc.? Will there be singles? Will it be doubles only? A few other things with it. Like, there's plenty to learn. So another quiet run. Just fine. We don't mind the quiet runs. The chaos ones are the ones that drive me loopy. So, let's see. Let's try this again. Nothing. Nothing and nada. It's not a bad thing, to be honest. The massive mass outbreaks drive me loopy. But as I said, I would really like to get one. Just one. Any one. I don't care which one. Just would be nice to have one. Just general shiny. I know it is technically night, but I think it's going to be day very quickly. So I'm just going to change it straight away. Nope. Okay. The only thing this is going to hold up is my quillfish hunt, really, when I'm doing nights only. It's a little bit of a problem, but quillfish is also in Scarlet and Violet, and it's probably a little bit easier to do in Scarlet and Violet due to water not being horrendous to hunt in. So we kind of want to spend a bit more time lurking over this way. We discovered a couple spawn down there. We do know that the first shiny I get is going to be something really boring, right? We're not going to get lucky at all, right? But as we said, this is part of the challenge, and I feel like it's worth taking it up. Eventually this will become a YouTube video, as long as it's not a complete failure, to see how many we could get done. If we did get them all done, I doubt we'll get them all done, but it's there as a potential. If we did get it all done, it would be fantastic, not gonna lie, but I'm not sat here going, yeah, I'm gonna get it done, it's gonna be easy. It also depends how long I make my streams. Like, as we've seen in the past, like the first series was an hour long, second series was about 2 hours. The idea was to bring in this to be a bit free roaming time. So it doesn't really bother me how long we were streaming. There's no real time limits on anything. It will be a bit more time limited on Scarlet and Violet because it will be tied into the sandwiches, so I'm not going to just give up when we had the sandwiches. Finished as such. Maybe in Scarlet we might just stop once we do on the last one, but the problem is we've got to get 3 dinos. It's going to take a little bit of time. We need to get a Larvitar, which I think is pretty easy to isolate. Not going to lie with that one. Then we need Brute Bonnet, Roaring Moon. They're our main ones we got to get, and that's why I think we could get them all in one. But as I said, I don't have the shiny charm, so my odds are a bit longer. Which is kind of scary, but kind of interesting at the same time. Not gonna lie. So, what I should actually do is actually put the arrow marker here. No, put the arrow there then. Then I know that's where my quillfish will always be. That's smart. At last I'm thinking more with my head, rather than hoping I remember. That would be something that would be quite nice if you could put 2 or 3 arrows on a map as well. There's a bit of navigation. Are some of the biggest things I would like to see improved. But as I said, what we'll do is probably look to do a different type each month. There's 4 we're not going to touch, and that being the 3 starting types, and normal, because there's Pokemon I can't get in or switch. Simple as that. I'm a bit more reluctant to do flying because Spearow, Fearow, and Farfetch. I don't really want to spend any time in the Let's Go games. I don't really enjoy how that game plays. So that sort of takes flying off the table too. But then there are some that are quite easy type-wise, being like your what is it that's relatively easy? The steel types I feel could be easy but could be difficult. Kind of torn between the two of that. There's quite a lot in Sword and Shield because it would be probably the whole Clink line, the Aegis-Slash line, but they're not easy to find. I'm not sure if they're fully random encounters. I think they are. So that'll be even more challenging. And that would be 6 Pokemon minimum. Tokudamaru's in there too. Not going to be an easy hunt there. So that's kind of what's pushed me away from the idea of that game. Or that type. Otherwise, I think we're open to the rest. The legendaries are always going to be the most difficult of all of them. Because, well, we know for a fact when you look at how many legendaries there are certain ones where there are way too many types. Staravia is waiting for us. We'll do this one again. There's not much point going to the Mirelands unless it's a massive mass outbreak. Because, yes, Stunky is there, and there are a group of Murkrow. As we've just seen from the last one, we can get Skorupi as well as Spiritomb, which is the key goal on that map. On this map we have Murkrow, Quillfish, Skorupi, potentially Eevee if we're very lucky. But it's only like 1 or 2 spawn Eevee wise. But then for the massive mass outbreaks it's not quite as good. So we know what's good and what's bad now, we're learning. Let's see how many Actually, there's one more that's... Isn't there one at the end that was a Merc Crow? No. What I'm really surprised about is just the pure lack of shinies we've seen. Usually I would have seen one by now. It's very unusual to go this long without something shiny. Cue the Apom that I don't need. Or want. I definitely think Apom and Driftblim have been my most common shinies in this game. But I guess you'll take what you can get. I will say Murkrow is not as important as the rest in this game to be challenged in for, purely for the fact that it does appear in other games. Most notably Scarlet and Violet. If it appears as Scarlet and Violet, it's probably okay for me to go and do that game. Because let's be honest, they are relatively easy. I think Stunky could be a little bit more difficult if I focused just on Scarlet and Violet, because I think it's a Scarlet exclusive. I could be wrong, but I think that's right. So that's not much help to me. But then I do have the Scarlet save set up. I've got enough herba to do a couple of sandwiches, but it may be a case of actually soft resetting the game if we don't hit the shinies. I don't really like doing that too much, but I also don't want to have to go and farm the herba pots with my other save, with my like backup save that I don't use much. It's funny because I was looking through my save files, and it turns out I dumped all of my like random stuff into one of my Scarlet saves. So basically every box is full to the brim in one of my Scarlet saves. I'm gonna just use the word just crap that I didn't need, but I had done like from barbecue catching and dex completions and stuff. It was just full, and I don't know why I did so many. And because I was doing the Forever Lock, I've also moved all of that into save files that I'm not going to be using. So I believe most of it went into my actual original sword save, which had nothing in it anyway. I just don't want to delete it. I started it so long ago. The second one, I believe, went into... I may have actually put a lot of it into that Scarlet one I'm going to use. It's not many boxes though once you've filled up Sword and Shield. It's only about 3 or 4. And then 2 boxes, I think it was, in a Shining Pearl save. Again, it's not terrible, but that just cleared out all of my Forever Lock mods. I can still work out where they are and what positionally where if I ever return. Problem is I have 2 Forever Locks going on at once, and there was too many Pokemon. They were filling up a lot of my home, and I wanted to space out my Shiny Living form decks a little bit more, so I could actually have proper spare boxes at the end of each page. So what I did was do Gem 1 to 4, get page 1, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 run the other one. Because it's a lot less, strangely enough. They seem to stop doing as many gender variants in the later games, and like anything that's like the Kalos Dex is quite small, because you won't need to do all of the furfroos, and the same with Galar. That's the one that takes up the most room in the normal living decks because of the old creamies, but the shinies, there's only 7 forms, and that's just the different ribbons. But so far, we are an hour and a quarter into this, and we haven't even seen a shiny yet. I'm tempted just to do a run here, just to see some stunkies, just for something different for a while. I believe it's only Stunky and Murkrow, so we are at night, so we'll just stick to it. It seems like it's in the middle of the night, so we should be right. It's not horrible weather now, we can see a bit better. Does Stunky decide to be our first shiny of the challenge? Am I thinking no? Not gonna lie. It looks like it said no. Okay. But we've got the Hunchcrows. As you can see, I don't really do much resource gathering anymore. Don't really need to. The last time I did any was literally to make a couple of friendship evolutions go through for my BDSP Pokemon. Yeah, that was the last time I came into this game properly. For the BDSP stuff. Where we bred the babies. And yeah, that was pretty much it. Where are all the Murkrows? Oh, there they are. They were taking a while to spawn, weren't they? I go back down. But nothing seems to be shiny, which is a bit sad. There's a lot of aggro Pokemon on this map, I will say. I just wanted to check here at night, to be honest, without everything else on. I don't think any turn up around here, so that's not good. It's mainly ghosts, isn't it, that turn up here. Not much help to me. Don't need ghosts. Just trying to think where else the Murkrows could spawn on this map. I don't think they're close to being completed Pokedexes. The only reason I haven't really done that offline is because, never mind, look, I'll do it. And that's when I get a shiny. I did get a Murkrow shiny in the 31 days, or 31 hours challenge. I think we've hit daytime as well. Yes, so we've made it to daytime. Okay, so we're back. That's been another failed run. Never mind. Like, we know this isn't going to be easy, let's be honest. We don't care too much that it's not easy. But I did want to get one. I really wanted to get one shiny today. Yeah, we can change everything when we get there. Okay, so this is good. This is what we need. We needed the massive outbreak. So with this, we have some potential. We will do our normal rule. We will look at the ones we want and then go for berries. Because as I say, it's always nice to top the berries up. So we do have a Murkrow, and we have 2 berries as well, and we have a Skorupi. So we'll do Murkrow first because it's closer. Like for berries, what are we on? We have 70, so we've done pretty well, like hoarding them up. That was one of the key things I focused on doing when I was doing my Onyx hunts. We go for berries. So how did they all see me? As long as only 2 come over, I'm fine. Probably should use like Ultra Balls. But I only keep 2 types of the balls on me. I don't really see too much point in going for all of the others. Oh, that one didn't want to focus on that one, okay. That's good, that's very good. Just snipe, snipe, snipe. Of course the Hunch Crow broke out, which is fine. And it's flying around a lot. Oh, come here. You can go in the Ultra Ball then. You two don't hate me, do you? Good. I think they're both caught. Okay, nothing new there, so we will fly up to here. Yeah. Actually, there's 3 berries. I didn't see the 3rd one. Let's go into the Scroopies. God, this map is horrible to navigate. Where are my Scroopies? Okay, there's an angry Rhyhorn chasing me. Let's just get rid of that. Where are my Scroopies then? Alright, that's a Parasect. Oh, there's my Scroopies. Okay, let's get rid of Parasect as well, because it's going to be hard to deal with. Being there. Of course it broke out. It's a Parasect. The devil made a Pokemon and it happened to be called Paris. I'm not happy that I had to catch a Paris, I'm not gonna lie. Especially on a non-grass one. I would have allowed it if I was doing grass and bug. Okay, what's the last one? And then we get our next lot. This one is a nice little respawned one. A starry one. What do we get? Drapions, of course. Okay, now we've got an angry Drapion. Couple of angry Drapions. And a confused one by the looks of it. And this one's just like casually chilling in the background, it's quite nice. Right, so that was not much help. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go to here, via here. Get as many of the Pachirisus done. This one, this storm especially, is going to be extremely helpful. I'm not going to lie, if we can get 2 of these done, be fantastic. I know these can be a bit annoying, but they usually just do that, or me just throw and miss every single shot. They usually shock you and then run away. Just fine. That hit it, I'm sorry. We got that one. The Badoo will be a bit more annoying because they're little poison buggers. Yeah, one of the Drapion must have broken out, but it wasn't a shiny, so it didn't matter. And that's twice that's happened, isn't it? This is the other reason why I like being able to run and jump into the flying, and when you land you just sort of run and jump again. Oof, where are we looking then? Here we are. So, of course you're going to get angry, aren't you? we're not going to be able to bop you with a springy mushroom, are we? Damn you for poisoning me. The one thing about all of them that are berry ones, they're all very difficult runners. They're all runners. I'm hoping we manage to at least get 5. That's the key thing there. Otherwise we are a bit, it's a bit of a waste of time. I know for a fact these run, because swine are annoying. Well, that was surprisingly better than normal. Oh, there's a pillow swine, that's an alpha. That's a very angry pillow swine because I tried to attack its babies. You know what, we're going to fight you, just because we can. And we'll use flatlets, why not? Didn't even knock it out. I forgot there's no grit on any of these, and they're all pretty terrible. A hyper beam will probably kill me. No, it didn't. Wow. Good job I didn't use close combat, wasn't it? Yeah, so we've got a good 10 already. I've never been this good at hitting swine-ups. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't that good at the end. We messed it up at the end, but the main reason we have to do them is just because we're doing quite a lot of the massive mass outbreaks, and we will be doing others in the future. We should always try to stay well on top of what we've got equipment wise. We'll just double check I didn't miss a shiny, because it's happened before. I randomly decided to go and catch something, got back to do the check, and there was a shiny Turtwig looking at me. I think a lot of it was that I got stuck. Like, my Drapion stats are awful. I've only ever fought one. Right, no wonder they're quite hard to find. And this is why I haven't got myself a completed Lavington, as people would call it, set up. But never mind, as they say. We are going to empty the boxes though. As I've got to keep on top of this because I don't want everything mixing up into my good stuff. I'm pretty well controlled with what I do and don't get. I'll show you just how like obsessively ordered my boxes are. Once we delete these fellas, no, not Magmortar, I want to keep that one. Don't know why. Don't ask me why this team is there. I think Magmortar was there because I was working on Magmar for the perfect Dex entry. So I've only really got a few. So my challenge was going to go in here, if we get any. This is the shiny giveaway box. I don't actually have any more spares that can come into the game that aren't duplicates. I know there's a few Starlies there, but they were in the game already. These are things I need to sort of evolve. So yeah, Mega may be a dupe, so that could be put in there eventually. And a few, because I was doing an Alpha Dex, they just haven't been sorted out pretty much, that's all. But you can see I got my Alpha Dex terribly looking. I stopped really hunting for the Alphas after a while, because you kind of just find them. And that was kind of what we were doing. But then we go into the shiny Dex. We actually got a Rowlet the other day when I was just casually playing on this hunting for... I think I was just collecting berries. I don't even know why I was playing the game. But I was. So you can see we've got the whole Starly line, Bidoof, Fluxio. There are a couple of Wurmples we could play to evolve, but I'm not worried. Wurmple's easy to get. I find them so often. I hate it. Just we say, Driftbloom's a lot. There's the Graveler in the other box is to be evolved. But the idea was to start with like a fresh box from the beginning. So there's the Scroopy that we had caught collecting for this. So there's been a few. And then we had the Alpha Shiny Living Deck. So we got the Wurmple, Bidoof, Goomy and Steelix in there. And a Luminion. That's it though. So it's not been fantastic, but I did sort of set this up to be a bit of a shiny hunting project from I want to say early last year I was going to do, and the idea would have been to go through all the games, but I got to a stage where when I was just shiny hunting I got very bored, hence why you can see we've got wacky challenges thrown into the mix now. That's kind of my way of just making it a little bit more enjoyable from my point of view. Because I'm the one that's doing the hunting, and if I don't enjoy it, there's not much point doing it for me. And I feel like I do enjoy doing it when we do the challenge this way. No, wrong button. I want to go to nighttime, please. What would be smarter is if I went to the other one during the day, went out to the Quillfish, flew over to here and slept. Because we know they spawn in the other locations, but I don't know. We don't play this game smartly, do we? We play it to complete it. So that's where we're at, really. Well, that was good. Good flying there. Good flying. And we did want to peek down there, see if any did turn up. So let's see whether we can get the Murkrow this time around. Or just a shiny in general. Just one shiny, please. I don't mind if we get a dupe. If we get a dupe, it'll either be added to the shiny living dex, or, well, I say dupe, and not the right type. Will either be added to the shiny living dex or the giveaway box, depending on what it is. So that's another good reason to have a spare little space in there. I don't think I'll have that much of a problem in Scarlet and Violet, if I'm honest. I will only be targeting certain types, so a lot of the dark types are quite easy to isolate in there. Like, I'll be really boring and probably go for Sneasel first, if I'm honest. Sneasel's not too difficult. The amount was probably the shiny I've got the most in Scarlet and Violet. And only won by hunting for it. They just seem to keep appearing for me. It's kind of the reason why I haven't thought about Ice as a type to go shiny hunting for, because they only tend to spawn in one area, and the mainly just ice types are quite hard to isolate, so they're not quite as easy to hunt, shall we say. But I feel like I'm just going to play this until I get a shiny of some sort today. I don't know how I still haven't had a single shiny in an hour and a half of full shiny Charmods. Even if it's something I don't want or don't care. I thought I might have got one by now. The other thing I've learned is I don't need to go right round this anymore. There's only a couple of spawns for Murkrow, which is up here. Murkrow, Murkrow. Murkrow, not shiny. Quillfish. We'll go for Quillfish then. Let's see if you're shiny. It's a bit more this way, wasn't it? Didn't quite get the arrow perfect. No. The good thing is you can literally fly over it and it will decide whether it's shiny or not. And we're only going to finish things off by looking at this island where there is a couple of Quillfish sometimes and the Gyarados. Yes, I am counting Gyarados as a dark type because of its Mega, just to give myself another one to hunt. Yes, why not make the challenge even more difficult? Well, it's more just so that there is more to hunt for in this game. I was trying to find as many as I could in this game. And that was one of the extras that I saw that could be quite fun. Okay, so that's a no from you and a no from me. Sadly, no more shinies. Or no shinies in general today. Because I don't get my shiny luck. Let's just see what's happening. Sorry, people are asking me why I haven't gone to the football. Where did I pick to go? Ooh, Oshawott. Have I got more? No. Okay, let's go back then. Let's get back to business. It's easier to actually watch some of the stream on my phone, from what I've discovered. Right, Munchlax, eat. Oshawotts. Where are my Oshawotts? There's two Oshawotts. Well, an Oshawott and a Duot. We'll fly. We may get a shiny on the way. Yes. Game wants me. Oh, we did get a shiny, but I didn't really pay attention to where it was. Was it down there? Oh, God. Let's try that again. Let's see if we can find a shiny. I said we would get a shiny eventually. Where was it? Is it down here? Oh, come on, where is it? Is it one of you? Oh, that's not shiny. That one is, though. No, that's not shiny. That's a plain one. And that's not shiny. Where was the shiny that made the noise? Was it you? Hey, you look very normal. Did this make the noise? And it actually is this. No, it's not you. So what? I swear I heard a shiny noise. And it definitely wasn't an alert. The only other place it could be is up here, actually. So let's see if we can get up here. I don't want to waste all this time looking for what is probably a shiny monkey. You're not shiny. So what was this shiny that made its noise? I am stumped. Well, actually, what we can do is come back here at the end. Because the good thing is they don't despawn. Is this going to be... I think it's going to be up here. Why waste my time looking for something I can check later when maybe there's not as much of a snowstorm? Now, are you only Oshawotts? Yes, you are. Boom, boom, boom. Get the doo-wop because that thing will be annoying. Okay. We can get the doo-wop. Did one of the Oshawotts escape? The doo-wop escaped. Of course it did. Because it's a menace to society. Stay in the ball, please, sir. We'll do a full-blown backstrike just to prove that you're being pain. Right. Now there is the doo-wop outbreak, which I'm not looking forward to. I'm thinking if that was a shiny round there, it was probably a shiny monkey. Which is not really something I'm remotely interested in. Now, I know this is one of the worst to try and hunt. It's one of the worst areas to do it as well. Because as soon as you pop one off, and of course I miss. I don't know how we're missing, to be honest. That is just ridiculous. We are literally throwing the ball straight at it and it's saying missed. This is complete crap, really. We popped off, we hit these. And that's a bop level, is it? What about you? Are you a bop level distance away? Or are you a catchable distance away? You're catchable distance, which is fine. Oh, and you didn't stay in the ball because you were a little pain in the arse. I hate doo-wops. Just one shiny doo-wop, please. So I can then get my Samurott and be done with them. Oh, the flat-out Samurott would be pretty nice too. He's bop distance away and I don't like that. Come closer, my friend. If there's only 3 left, we don't worry too much. Okay, so now you're moving closer. We can take that as a chance to throw something at you. Why are you so aggressive and dodging everything we do? Mind you, all the middle stage ones are horrible to try and catch. Quilava's just as annoying. Just stay in the ball, please, sir. Unless you want to... And it's not even one that gives me another one. It's actually one of the worst looking outbreaks I think I've ever done. So we're literally just going to fly back and see what this shiny was. Because at least we can say we caught something shiny. That was a strange noise. But, I'm hoping we can get closer to the ground and turn back into bike mode. The storm's finished, which is going to help make this a little bit easier. So what was it? So it wasn't up here. Where? Oh, there it is. It's a snow runt. Okay, well that's a nice shiny actually. It's not a dark type. Well, while a lot of people believe the Glalie should be a dark type, Snowrunt isn't one, strangely enough. I don't think Glalie's Mega is dark. But at least we got one shiny today. We didn't get completely shafted with nothingness, which was my big fear, to be honest. Just because it was a shiny, we will see whether it goes into the shiny living dex and get rid of the ones we caught that we don't really need anymore. It is 2:05, which I think is probably needed. 2:05. It's going to be, what, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay. So we'll go around the map one more time, see if we can get some luck on getting a dark type this time. Because at the end of the day, the challenge is to get the dark types, not just any shinies. So that wasn't the first plan that we had in mind. And we are coming up to the 2-hour mark, so there's a chance we could just get something else we don't need. We'll empty the bag because we did some catching again. Between sessions I may do something to just get rid of these. I don't like having that many. What do we get? We could go back and try again. Let's try this again, and hopefully we get some nice Ocelots this time. It is nice that the shiny Snowrunt looks a bit more camouflaged. I will say that. So, eat away and show me the Ocelots, baby. Well, that's not Ocelot. Not gonna lie. That's greatly disappointing. But we're going to do some berries. As I say, berries are always first. They're most important for the long-termness of this challenge and future challenges. You just collect as many as you can and move on. If it does turn out that Glalie's Mega form is Dark type, we will add Snowrunt to the list. But I'm pretty sure it's not. So, Hello, Slurrods. Where are you? You're down there. And the good thing is, they just run. Actually, that's not good. We actually needed to get at least 5 to make this worthwhile. Because they are berries we need to redeem. Even the frost loss runs away? Really? Where's the last one? Oh, there it is. I can't believe even Frostlass is a runner. I did not think that was a runner. Yeah. So, as I said, we're not going to spend too much time on things we don't need. That's kind of the key factor for this. So we'll head back pretty quickly. We got 6, so that's good. That is our berries worth. Made a little bit of profit on the berries too. Every berry helps in the long run. Nothing new for next, because I think I probably caught everything I need to catch by doing these outbreaks throughout the years, but I barely ever go into battles, which is probably the bad thing from what I've done. Well, we get 3 in a row here. That's ridiculous. Like, we've gone from barely seeing any. As I say, I don't think I've even seen one on this map today. And well, until these, we had one very early on, and then we had like an hour of nothing, and now we've had back to back to back, and we don't get an Oshawott. That's sad, but there is one of these for the berries, which is probably one of the worst to try and do, but we'll just fly around. Why not? You never know. We may get another shiny. At least I knew it wasn't an apple. I don't know whether the shiny bingo is officially starting or not. So, a little bit tempted to see if I can use Snow for something in that. But I'll have to have a look nose through the lists. I have them all written down, but don't have it open. I don't know its official Pokédex number. So we're in the Garchomp area, are we? Oh, look at them all. They all get angry as well, so I've got to be careful that I can pop off a few of these shots. Like that, just hit all of them. Again, this is only for the berries. Don't really care if we catch them or not. As we say, there's not really much point in going for things we don't need. Otherwise, we will be going round in circles. I'm going to check my berry number when I get back, actually, because we got 10 there. I know it doesn't sound like much, but that should have given me double what we invested, which is very good. As I say, I'm very disappointed that we haven't really found one yet. But we're gonna... What's our berries? So we're up to 85. So we had one where we didn't get any, didn't we? So that kind of makes a bit of sense. There's nothing out there. So I think I'm just going to look to wrap up for this session. We will just get rid of what we caught. Again, nothing overly fancy. But hey, it all counts, right? So that was been our first attempt to get some of every dark type. And surprisingly, it's not got us anywhere. We're still sat on 0. We definitely need to go into Scarlet and Violet just to give us some numbers to start the next session with. I don't want to be on 0 for too long. I think it's very unlikely we'll get any in Scarlet, Sword and Shield early on. So I've got to be a bit more careful with what we do. So that's going to be it for today. We'll be back tomorrow on, as I said,